Every night, Swiggy gets more than 10 lakh orders, and somehow every single order gets processed. No orders get lost. The system keeps running. Is that just luck? Not at all. It's because of something called a message queue. But why do we even need one? Imagine every new order goes straight to the payment system, the restaurant system, and the delivery system all at the same time. Now imagine thousands of people placing orders together. One traffic spike and everything crashes. So, how do companies prevent that? They don't send every request directly. Instead, they put every request into a message queue. Think of it as a waiting line between two systems. An order comes in, it waits in the queue, and the systems behind it pick up one order at a time at their own speed. No overload, no panic. Everything keeps running smoothly. Still sounds complicated. Think about a ticket counter at a railway station. Hundreds of people reach the counter at the same time. Do they all rush to the counter together? Of course not. They stand in a queue. One person goes, then the next. The counter serves one person at a time. The queue handles the crowd while the counter stays calm. Software works exactly the same way. The app sending the orders is called the producer. The system processing those orders is called the consumer. And right between them sits the message queue. Now, here's the really interesting part. What if the consumer suddenly crashes while it's processing an order? Does the order disappear? No, the message simply stays inside the queue. Nothing gets lost. It just waits until the consumer comes back online, and then processing continues. That's exactly why technologies like Kafka and RabbitMQ exist. They're used by Swiggy, Zomato, and thousands of other companies that can't afford to lose even a single request. Now, let me ask you something. You place a Swiggy order, and the app says, order confirmed, but the restaurant gets the notification 30 seconds later. So, what do you think was happening during those 30 seconds? Drop your answer in the comments. I'll reply to everyone in the first hour. Next episode is on database sharding, how Instagram stores photos for more than 1 billion users without running out of space. Follow Stack Update and stay updated about the stack.